I would like to now invite the respected Vice Chancellor to come and deliver his address. We are very honored by your presence and your, participation in this conference.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bishop Frederick John, Dr. Sonu, the host of this conference, my learned deans, the distinguished guests and the participants of the conference across the world, religious representation, faculty, students, a very good afternoon. I think credit goes to our learned doctor, the chairperson of the criminology department, for organizing this conference. No doubt the topic itself is a very sensitive, but however we shall and we all are responsible to understand the sensitivity of this issue and to address that issue in our everyday life as well. Now the topic which has been selected for this conference do raise two questions to me. The one is that whether this marginalized religion community or the marginalized woman community is different from the women community across the world. Does the marginalized religion community differ from the woman community across the world? Does the marginalized religion woman differ from the marginalized religion men? So these are the issues, I think, and this is a complex sort of circle where we have to really look into. I completely agree with the chairperson criminology department for raising and for pointing and for identifying the various examples and various stories across the world. And we see, all of you, most of you sitting here, moving across the world, will witness and have witnessed, I shall not say will witness, hope that the things will be moving in the right direction, but we have witnessed a lot of such stories across the world. If you go and see the developed world, of course in South Asia we are talking about the majority of the countries which are developing countries. But if you go to the developed world, do we say that the women are safe in the USA? Do we say the women are safe in the UK? Do we say the women are safe in Japan? Japan is the most robust, humble, a culture country in the world. Again, you find many things like that, but no doubt the literacy plays itself a great role. So if you go and see the literacy of across the world, as much as you will find the literacy means literacy, वो लिटरेसी नहीं जो हम यहाँ पर डिफाइन करते हैं कि आपको अगर अपना नाम लिखने आता है तो यू आर लिटरेट, वो लिटरेसी मैं नहीं मानता. But the literacy which shows that the person has a certain wisdom, the person has evolved. That literacy I am trying to reflect here. Then of course things do change. So definitely the literacy rate of USA, the literacy rate of UK, the literacy rate of many European countries is quite higher than the majority of the Asian countries. So definitely the things have to be and has to be better than us. I was very, though she has left, I think, Pushpa Sahiba was telling a very painful incident in one of our university. I was really shocked that these things had happened in 20th and 21st century. We all, being instrumental in the society, shall avoid such practices, shall create a resistance to those practices. यहाँ पर बैठकर मैं भी बातें करके जाऊंगा, आप सुनकर चले जाएंगे. How practically we really respect our women. How practically we really acknowledge the services of our women, whether those are in our homes, whether those are in our institutes, whether those are across the country and across the regions. So yes, I think women in general, and yes, women who are having a marginalized religion or any marginalization shall be avoided. You see, when we talk about the economy of the world, economy of the country, economy of the province, so I am a strong believer that being an active member of the society and being a representative of various organizations, we shall all be careful that, and you will find that any segment of the population, that doesn't mean a gender base, that doesn't mean a religious based, any segment of the population if is marginalized, it is going to have a bad impact on your economy, on your socio-economic condition of the countries. So yesterday, 2 days before, we had a seminar for the inclusive persons and for we having a special session for our disabled people. I also raised there that हमें अपने इस स्पेशल पर्सन्स को, वो अखबारों में कुछ इस दूसरी तरफ दिया गया कि मैं उनको नॉर्मल कह रहा हूँ. नॉर्मल मेरा मकसद यही था कि हम उनको नॉर्मली ट्रीट करें, हम उनके लिए फैसिलिटीज़ ऐसी प्रोवाइड करें so that they shall observe as a normal human being. We shall provide them all the facilities. The same way is here, जब तक हमारा माइंड सेट जनरली, जैसे मैंने पहले ही फर्स्ट सेंटेंस में ये रेज किया कि क्या वो औरत जो रिलीजियसली मार्जिनलाइज्ड है उसका स्टेटस हमारी जनरल वुमन से डिफरेंट है? ऑलमोस्ट नॉट, ऑलमोस्ट नॉट. तो हमें जनरली इन चीज़ों को भी देखना पड़ेगा. एंड आई होप दैट दिस कॉन्फ्रेंस एंड द एफर्ट्स ऑफ डॉक्टर साहब, the chairman of the criminology department, will show us a path towards the betterment in this region, in this province, in this country and across the Asia. I always say that these conferences will be having impact if we seriously communicate the findings and the conclusions of, like Dr. Saab himself read, those recommendations, conclusions shall be communicated across the world to the concerned stakeholders. And being a host as a law university itself is a big credit and is a big window that shall open towards the legislation across the country as well as across the province. So I hope कि ये जो भी इसकी recommendations हैं वो हमारी provincial and federal level पर शेयर की जाएंगी. And I have a lot of optimistic approach that inshallah we will find betterment in our society. एक बात हमें ज़रूर देखनी चाहिए, जब हम इतनी स्टोरीज़ बताते हैं तो उनमें डेफिनेटली 5-6 सक्सेसफुल स्टोरीज़ भी होंगी, तो उस तरफ भी ज़रूर ध्यान देना चाहिए, उनको भी उसी तरह पोर्ट्रेट करना चाहिए. अनफॉर्चुनेटली हमारे यहाँ नेगेटिविटी को हम बड़ा बड़ा दिखाते हैं और अपनी जो भी अच्छाइयाँ हैं उनको भी छुपा देते हैं. क्या हमें पता नहीं है कि इस मुल्क की पहली मुसलमान प्राइम मिनिस्टर हमने पैदा की, मोहतरमा बेनज़ीर भुट्टो. इस असेंबली की नेशनल स्पीकर हमारी डॉक्टर फहमीदा मिर्ज़ा, इस मुल्क में क्या वुमन। और आखिर में मैं एक बात कहूँ, आई होप यू विल लव इट, हमारे सिंध का जो अजीम शायर शाह अब्दुल लतीफ़ भिटाई, उसने अपने सारे सुरों को अपनी हीरोइंस में बताया है। देयर इज़ नो मैन इन हिज पोइट्री। तो ये 500-600 साल की जब हम पुरानी बात करते हैं, और शाह लतीफ़ कितना पढ़ा लिखा था, लेकिन उसके पास भी जब हमारी एक वुमन का एक किरदार, वुमन का एक सिग्निफिकेंस, वुमन की एक इम्पॉर्टेंस थी, तो हम पता नहीं क्यों 21वीं सदी में भटक गए हैं। आई थिंक मैं एज अ डॉक्टर मुजीब, अगर आज मुझसे कोई पूछे कि हाउ यू हैव रेज्ड एंड हाउ यू आर टुडे एट दिस स्टेज, तो मैं बड़ा फ़ख्र से कहता हूँ कि द एल्डेस्ट सिस्टर ऑफ माई सेल्फ, नीलोफर, शी रेज्ड मी, and if I am today PhD, it is because of her major contribution has come from her. So I am proud of my sister, I am proud of my wife, I am proud of my daughter. So अगर ये हम इमेज रखेंगे और हम अपनी माँ, बहन, बच्चियों को वही राइट्स देंगे, तो सोसाइटी खुद ब खुद बेहतर हो जाएगी। और सबसे बड़ी जिम्मेदारी हम पढ़े लिखे लोगों पर है। और जैसे मैंने कहा कि लिटरेसी को बढ़ाएं, लिटरेसी को सही डायरेक्शन में बढ़ाएं, लिटरेट करें लोगों को, यूनिवर्सिटीज़ लिटरेट करें। हम सिर्फ ये न सिखाएं कि सुबह को आपने एक क्लास लिया, 2 क्लास, वी हैव टू ग्रूम द सिटीजन्स। आजकल के जो हमारे नौजवान हैं वो पढ़ रहे हैं मगर वो ग्रूम नहीं हो रहे, और उसमें हम सबकी मुश्तरका जिम्मेदारी है। वंस अगेन थैंक यू डॉक्टर साहब फॉर अरेंजिंग दिस वंडरफुल कॉन्फ्रेंस, एंड आवर होस्ट वाज आल्सो डूइंग वेरी वेल, द मॉडरेटर एंड माय डीन्स एंड माय फैकल्टी। होप ये सब मिलकर इस इदारे को हम बेहतर करेंगे। थैंक यू वेरी मच, गॉड ब्लेस यू।
Thank you for the encouraging remarks and your note of hope that we are concluding the session with.